and are highly glorious. I'm telling you right now on the screen. Here I have a couple of things showing you, and there's a reason I got to come up with it because it's been a long time coming your way with such practicals. Anytime there's a damage, there should be a repairer. Anytime there's a lack of knowledge, there should be one who search and bring the answers. And so in Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 7, it says the truth. You must love the light. So go check out somebody if you didn't really get the understanding. It'll show you what it is. How do you save a Greek? When you save someone's life, it's actually saving what? A field or great gardens. And all these things are organic. I'm telling you. Don't see this presentation to be like somebody presented to you chemicals. Even if it's chemicals and it produces the answers until the return of life really comes. This just to say probably a support that you could be put on, and then the final time you are waiting, then the person suddenly comes. So you cannot just out of what people say out there or knowledge or theory of things speak anything. You must only focus on what the light is showing. So where the light reflects, there you also pick a path, like following where there's life in waters. You pick it up. If the water is not there, you follow that to that place. I'm not leading you to anywhere that you lose your best. Not at all. Yeah, also on the screen, I would like to, most of you, it's been a while. Every time I come up with such things, you would love it. Now, you can see from the background, I've been in the same environment, the same area I've always done this. I'll be in the garden somewhere. I need someone to really know that what I'm showing, what another man's caught, is my own kind of original things that I'm displaying. There's a simply written as what? Agent Quan. It means that to save life or to give life. That's what it means, written here in the local language, but that's not my local language. This is a dialect. I don't even know that dialect. But I'm supposed to say what they're trying to say. But for the spirit, saying actually is this Sunday. Yeah, Sunday is actually what? To give life or to descend life, and that life came. That's the meaning of Sunday. Not as in the sun, what you think. For nobody can dwell in the sun if you are not the spirit or the fire of it or angel of it. So to understand, this is it. So we do the gardens work, and this same thing I did fix because I got some kind of material for spraying maggots and all of that. Whatever takes place in the spirit realm, if you didn't know, that also takes place in physical realms. But if you can also relate to the spiritual realms, which is of the searching and also getting the understanding, someone will come out with the result and you only go and buy it and say that, oh, maybe this gave the result, even though you didn't know how they were, I put together. So you will not just look at a thing and call it chemical. No, not everything you call chemical. Not everything you call chemical. There are things actually that you actually need. We'll be talking also about this. This tells you that Ajinkwa, like to save. This, I trained it up into the heavens, and when it landed, it came out the way it is. You can see that this is not formed by the human hand. I'm going to show you what I do that probably you didn't know, that you expect someone to teach you, but that person is not the answer to. So it's good to hearing that I'm on the short. I have a lot to do. So I'm only going to show you why I have to keep this. The fact that you say this does not mean that whatever should be put inside should also come from another man's land. If you cannot produce it and someone tries to do it, then you have every reason to do what? Every reason to keep it, but add to it whatever your host have also come up with as an answer to what? Solving maybe pesticides and all of that, like pest control and all pest and all of that. You should be aware that you have a role to play when it comes to what? Producing food or giving life. So you don't base on someone's work and say that he has produced it and it isn't good. You, the user, is not the good one. This thing has not been sent down from America or whatsoever you think. It has been, we bought it from just around here. And this is so many years, I can tell you, so many years. This is more than, let me tell you, this is more than 15 years. Or even if you don't know 10 years, let me just say 10 years. Oh, yes. I just want to underestimate this. 10 years or 15 years. Who could be keeping it? For what? What purpose? You didn't know that. You didn't know that. I just want to simplify it and say 10 years or 15 years. That's what it is. Because 2011 till 2023 alone, it gives you more years. And if I say 2007 or 2008, it means we have more years to say this is so much and that is very old. But it's new almost every time because the user is new. The user is not somebody who spoils things like you think. You can't call. Some of you have given the works to what the armed robbers to do, so that when you come up with a result, poor result, then you blame it on the one you are also thinking is the employee. You give the work to maybe someone who misleads the path because they have a claim that there is certificate. That certificate does not produce this. The certificate in this is the spirit and the light that made it. So if you need someone to lead a path, you must have someone who is called by the spirit, not self-ordained and acclamations. If I claim and I make it rain, I don't claim anything. It's just the result. But if they claim it, they have it written on their books or text or transcripts, and you don't find the answers from nature, then you know what I'm saying. So I am all true, very truthful, and telling you that this is not what somebody thinks is this. We bought it. It's for the roses. This is what the roses keeps. You know what I'm saying? The roses. Yes. This is for the roses. You can't tell any other person is the woman. So that if you make any blood transfusion to corrupt human being, you are dead. I tell you, I decree, heaven by heavens, universe by universe, I will go wherever and return to your destruction. I tell you. As for me, I'm telling you, not a joke at all. Because if I didn't finish that destructive attempt to you, you will think you have won. If I go by any ways, I will return unto your destruction until I destroy you. Because this world is controlled by superpower. So if you don't have any superpower, don't claim. It is not politics that control it. So politics is also based under somebody's superpower, and that is small, too small. I won't vote for it to be in leadership. But your burden after being voted to power is a burden onto a prophet or onto the highest. Because you were not born highest. That's why you have to fight such a battle. But your battle is all through what? The Lord. That's why the battle is what? The Lord. So you may have certain things working, but I'm talking to you, somebody, that this is not coming from the camp of maybe where you think the nation have supplied us with agricultural materials. You are a liar in that first place. You can supply to the one you say is truthful to you, but before me, you are a liar. Or until you supply to me, I cannot say that you have given me any free supply. You've not given me any fertilizer. You've not given local manure or whatever. You've not given nothing. That's why on the crops or the plants over there, I tell you, we don't actually have what? We've not sprayed it with anything to control things. But it is spirit and little things that you think wouldn't work that makes or keep it. So that someone only wish to see your good things come to that destructive, state. And the spirit can do this. The same spirit that heals human, that raises the dead, is the same thing that controls the plants. Until you didn't know that somebody is saying this. Oh my God. So I got something that says USGH. Oh, nah. So I got something here. Even though I told you that it has not been supplied to us by what? US. Do you know what I said? I bought it. That means I bought it. It's our own money that what made the purchase. You can see the seal here. Check out somebody. Somebody check. Whatever angle you are looking at it. Just look at it. So I'm simply saying US. So I stood here and said that don't think it was supplied to me by US. But when I turn to this side, what I'm saying will show because I'll definitely say it. So there is every reason why somebody will keep something from where they belong so that I'm not presenting the world to you in the destructive state when we need understanding to go on. But then, if it is true, we will say it written. He said, by their works, by their fruits, you shall know them. Such people have produced this and we keep it. So don't say that a different country, for instance, you couldn't afford the things that made it standard or whatever. Even the things that is more the destructive, the things that you cannot even rely on. Somebody could have just little money to keep it and for many years. For many years, I'm saying. Because when these things go out of state, I'm the one who repairs it. Let me give you one understanding here. You know what I'm saying here? This same system, this is what made the pipe in the borehole system. This is the system. So don't think just having this here will not give you water. You can drill and use this as what? As the pumping in producing your water. Don't think, so it's multi-purpose unless you know what this is meant for. Unless you know that it is multitasking. I can use this for what? Or I can use it to produce water or pump and what? Drill waters like kind of way I'm saying. So I can use it here on agricultural purposes and also what? To get water from something maybe I'm trusting that when I pump or drill, I'll get water. Is this same thing that made the pumping, the water and all of that work for you? This small thing, can produce also for you the same thing. The same water. The same water piping system, the same pipe or whatever you call it. The borehole system. Whatever produces the water is the same knowledge, the same technology here. This is it. So seeing it is like there's a reason why it will be Ajinkwa, but not the one who made it or present to you or the one who recommend it. But I'm the one, the final consumer is telling you that I'm the same person who made it. That is why I could tell you certain things that nobody knows. It is this, I'm telling you. The same thing. The same thing could give you all that you need. If you don't know that, I'm telling you. You could be home and make this thing supply you water from what? A distance. It is the same thing. Converting this to whatever is just one major thing I've said that is what? It could be used what? In getting water from like a borehole, you call it. So I have my thing here, and this is more than you can say it's so many years old now. This we have used for a decade, but just that it's for a purpose, so we don't abuse it. We don't just misuse it. Even though we've not misused it, but I have tried to make sure whatever we need to repair with, I do that. I do that myself. Every time I return from Accra to this place, there will be a little challenge or problem. Then I'll come and fix it. Even though I'm not probably thinking I'm the one who produced it from the court or the factory. But why don't you think the Holy Spirit knows how to use all those things? So when you are with this knowledge, is intelligence of the angel. So when an angel produced from heaven, the one who received should know about it. Thank you so much, somebody, for listening. I'm going to get to the farms, probably the gardens. I don't call it farm gardens. So if you say U.S. supporting its main purpose and work, you should look at it. When they send a thing right from heaven to the one who must receive, will definitely have it. So this is why it counts on what? The sower and then reaper. So the sower and the reaper is as this same person who produced it and wish that it to be in the good person's hand. That everyone can say it is not good, it is good, it is not good, but let one that testify have it and live it. It is not an old woman. My great people are not old women. They are all youthful like strength, but yet they have lived generations. So I am not presenting an old man or old woman to you. Whatever made it should be the result of what my talking is. And when I come as a king, we are already kings. So it is king's work. This is king's work. A king rules. A king leads. He is such a person. Where we need any information or knowledge, he is the one you can ask for, that you will find that answers, because he is the Lord. So if you are not one of us, you cannot say, I defend a good cause. If yours is to just hate the person who produced this, you will live for 10,000 years and never have what to support, even what your own good that your own people are spoiling. You don't know what happens, but this is the truth. You cannot throw it away and have something rotten for a defense. I don't think I have that yet. This is a virgin's work. This is a virgin's work. It is working. I can spray. This is what I use in producing the rainbow, because I produce the best out of it. And I can tell you so many things. This is on my channel, this same channel. Thank you. I'll be right back after this break. Thank you.